LoreWarrior Online. DMO-1K Daimyo Overview. In 3052, Luthien Armor Works took heavy damage during the combined assault by the Smoke Jaguars and Nova Cats. Though the clans failed to take the Draconis Combine's capital, the DCMS desperately needed every battle mech it could get, making repair of the facilities the highest priority. Even while undergoing reconstruction, Luthien Armor Works continued to develop mech designs using both new and recovered technologies. The Daimyo had the distinction of being the first new mech design produced at the rebuilt Luthien Armor Works. Capabilities. Solid but not flashy, the Daimyo's weapon mix encompasses all firing ranges. The extended range particle projection cannon in its left arm gives it reach, while the two right arm mounted medium lasers and an SRM-6 rack embedded in the right torso provide a solid punch at short range. Following the consternation caused by their decision to use standard heatsinks in the PNT-10K Panther upgrade, Luthien Armor Works chose to install double heatsinks this time, but mech warriors who pilot the Daimyo must still be wary of heat buildup. The Daimyo offers respectable speed, though it lacks the jump capability of many other light and medium mechs. Mounting a standard engine and Starshield ferrofibrous armor allow the mech to absorb tremendous amounts of damage for its size, but some consider the lack of case for the generous SRM supply to be a potentially deadly flaw. Deployment. The Daimyo was first produced in February 3053. The Sword of Light regiments were the first to receive the Daimyo in a public display staged to show Combine citizens the determination of the Dragon. Deployed as a command mech in light and medium lances, the Daimyo works well alongside Panther and Wolf Trap battle mechs already deployed by the Sword of Light. Subsequently, many other DCMS formations have received the mech to replace medium-weight units lost in action with the clans. The 15th Diran regulars used the Daimyo extensively in their counterattacks against the Draconis March forces that launched an unsanctioned assault against the Combine. Driving on to the federated Commonwealth worlds of Addix, the regulars were only forced back by the arrival of the 12th Deneb Light Cavalry and the mercenary 12th Vegan Rangers. As part of the united front against the clans forged on Outreach, Theodore Kurita has allowed the beleaguered Free Razelhag Republic to continue to purchase Combine equipment. Many of the Republic's daimyos have been assigned to the 2nd Freemen. Variants. Luthien Armor Works has experimented with several variants since introducing the Daimyo. The DMO-2K and the DMO-4K both attempt to deal with overheat problems. The first variant replaces the PPC with an ER large laser and 2 heatsinks, while the second swaps the SRM-6 for a medium laser and 4 more heatsinks. The latest and most popular variant, the DMO-5K, replaces the SRM launcher with a C3 master computer, allowing the Daimyo to coordinate the fire of a C3 equipped lance. Notable mech warriors. Chuai Samuel Hulman. Following in the footsteps of his father, Marco Hulman, Samuel is a graduate of the prestigious Chunjiang Military Academy. A traditionalist to the core, Samuel nonetheless recognizes the improvements in the DCMS wrought by the Coordinator's reforms. Commanding a mixed lance of Panthers and Daimyos, Hulman was at the forefront of the 15th Diran Regulars' attack on Addix. Marco Hulman and Gavro Kent had been adversaries decades before, and when Samuel intercepted communications revealing that Kent's son was among the ranks of the 12th Deneb Light Cavalry, he launched an unauthorized raid. Screaming challenges, Samuel Hulman faced off against Lieutenant Johnson Kent's Wolfhound, while their lancemates fought around them. Their personal battle raged for minutes, with neither one able to gain the upper hand. The agility of Kent's lighter mech offset Hulman's greater reach. The stalemate broke when the 12th Vegan Rangers discovered the hole in the Diran Regulars' line where Hulman's lance was supposed to be. With his regiment retreating in disarray, Hulman grudgingly ordered his own lance to follow. Captain Sev Rasmussen. A likeable rogue, Sev Rasmussen is one of the characters of the Free Razelhag Republic's 2nd Freeman. Commanding a medium company during raids into the Republic territory held by the Ghost Bears, Rasmussen somehow acquired a Ghost Bear cub. Adopted as the 2nd Freeman's mascot, Snuggle, he can usually be found in the officer's mess, masquerading not very convincingly as a rug while waiting to ambush the unwary. Ah, the Daimyo, an ugly spud of a battle mech. Let's not beat around the bush here. The original art did not do it any favours, and Matt Plog has done his best with trying to make an awkward-looking design look more, or at least slightly less awkward, let's face it. It's a 40-ton design. It's equipped, as it reads, with a fairly punchy piece of weapons loadout for a 40-tonner, compared to, you know, if you look at 30-25 40-tonners, and then look at this, anything carrying an ERPP2 and a pair of mediums is pretty damn good. It can run 8, it can walk 5, it can't jump. It has 22 heat dissipation per turn, and it has an armor factor of 134, so yeah. It's okay. It's decently armored for its weight. Yeah, it has a 200 standard engine, I'm guessing. It doesn't look like... No, it's not an XL, so... It's not too bad. I mean, it's just a 40-tonner, you know. The artwork, I still can't go with the original Daimyo art is so naff. But the Plog one looks better. It does. It's an improvement. They're all an improvement there. 3055 upgrade definitely helps out a lot, but yeah, it's okay. It's one of those like gap fillers. If you're playing in a certain time period and you're running like a Curitan Lance as an opponent for players, or you just want to build something that might have a bit of a Curitan flavour, well, the Daimyo is a great mech to slot in there. It's a bit punchy, but it's not too heavy. You know, it's only 16 armor on the CT, for instance, so it doesn't take a lot to punch through and start doing internal damage, but it's also got reach, so it's different, and it's an ER model PPC as well, so there's no minimum range. So yeah, it's not bad. It's a frontline mech, you know. It fills the gap. So anyway, I'll leave you to that. Have a good one. See you next time. Bye bye.